as a thought experiment, but actually something that I was hoping to do in order to generate a training database for another project, I downloaded from the National Archives the Cuban Missile Crisis transcripts. So these are 84 pages of things that were transcribed from tapes. The tapes were not very high quality. There's a lot of problems with them. This was then OCR'd, and I started doing some tagging and coding based on a model that I was looking at. And then I started to go and do some counting. It, you can see, is a mess. This counting is not very easy. This is simply a pivot table. The manual thing does not work. This is me doing this for, 1 hour per page. I didn't finish the task yet. I'm going to probably ask if Powerhouse can do this for me. But that's why we're going to need to understand the combination of human judgment and machine.
So this is what auto-classification really looks like. What is essentially going on, I sometimes call it like DNA sequencing a document or a file. And so it's going through and essentially parsing this content and understanding all these different data elements. Now, in part, it knows the document type. That's kind of a key cornerstone to doing this type of analysis. And by the way, this was not trained by a human. This is essentially, it runs on a rules-based technique. It's looking for certain phrases, it's looking for certain formats, and it's using statistical probability to determine the document type. So in this case, it's kind of got a dead ringer. It's got patent application publication right there on the top of the document. That's kind of we call that a slam dunk. So it knows what type this is, and based on that, you can infer what types of fields you would expect to find present in this document. So you would expect to find inventor, assignee, dates, obviously. And you would not expect to find, construction change order, medical record number, sales forecast for the quarter. Those would be in other doc types. And so it kind of works both directions. On the one hand, doc type tells you sort of what to look for, but the other data nuggets reinform the fact that it's a patent application. So you kind of get this bi-directional enforcement of the statistical values. That's how it works. And so what you come away with at the end of the day is essentially a list of metadata tags that are available for all kinds of future analysis and all kinds of future disposition for legal or information governance purposes.